waived, or has their lawyer accept legal notice of the lawsuits? Days after the controversial call against Serena Williams at the U.S. Open, reaction continues to come in.
Tennis officials continue to stand by U.S. Open chair umpire Carlos Ramos, saying he followed the proper rules regarding Serena Williams' behavior during Saturday's women's final. Richard Ings is a former gold badge umpire who says Serena left Ramos with no choice.
In any situation, that would be a code violation. A player just can't go around calling an umpire a cheat.
Ings speaking with BBC Radio, Williams penalized the game after verbally abusing Ramos during that loss to Naomi Osaka, later fined $17,000 for her language, along with breaking her racket and receiving coaching signals from the stands. Matt Napolitano, Fox News.
Active shooters with semi-automatic rifles would kill twice as many people as those using non-automatic weapons. Although chances of dying in either type of assault are the same as the finding of a new study by Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston. Lisa Lacera, Fox News Radio.
It's time to play Money Talks on Freedom 970. It's your chance to win $1,000. That's a grand 13 times a day, weekdays. Text BEARS to 67760. That's BEARS to 67760. Message and data rates apply. For complete contest rules, go to freedom970.com. Text BEARS to 67760. Good luck and tell a friend to play.
It is Brent Recamp, and I have your Freedom 970 traffic. On this Tuesday, all right, we are watching a crash eastbound Highway 224, the Milwaukee Expressway, as you come toward Webster and South Johnson Road. Very slow through there. Eastbound, if you head over to 82nd toward I-205, then you're past that problem. Northbound I-5, a little slow and go right at the Markham Bridge, and then through North Portland I-5. It's about 20 to 25 minutes already from the Markham Bridge up to the interstate. Southbound I-5, a little jammed right near 217.
Freedom 970. He's here. He's here. Now broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Levin here, our number 877-381-3811, 877-381-3811. You see, Joe Scarborough has these insane rants, and he brings people onto his show who are equally insane, vicious, narcissistic, hateful, and so it's nonstop. And same with this Brzezinski, just like her father. And he gets a job from NBC, MSNBC. And then he gets a further platform in the editorial pages of the Washington Post. Now, why is that? Because they agree with him. Because they reward this kind of behavior. They pay him an enormous amount of money to do what he's doing. These are media corporations. CNN, corporate. I'm not against corporations. But you need to understand when you hear the left talk about all these corporations and the copy of Bernie Sanders and all. The vast majority of corporations, certainly publicly held corporations, have boards with directors who are not conservative. The vast majority. Including these media corporations like Comcast and Disney and so forth. Most of the publishing houses in this company, the executive hierarchy, liberal. Most of them are based in New York, not Manhattan itself. So they do promote this sort of stuff, and if they publish conservatives, it's like the reptile house at the zoo, as I said. We have a special imprint just for our conservatives. Why? Well, you know, I can't really put them in with the other authors, you know. Wanna... Okay, great. It's amazing to me. And yet it's Trump. 9/11, attack Trump. Christmas, attack Trump. Why? because they hate him. You know, speaking of the press, we talked about this the other day. There was an excellent piece, PJ Media, by Matt Margolis today. And I covered some of this, but actually he was very thorough. The top 8 ways Obama attacked the free press. Now, if we're going to talk about a free press under attack, then let's talk about a free press under attack. And he points out, while media was generally very positive toward Obama, he wasn't willing to risk losing control in an interview while he was running for re-election. Should a journalist actually try to ask a tough question? So to solve this problem, Obama went to local media outlets to do interviews. Now, why does this matter? Well, the reason's control. National media outlets would not be so open to ground rules for interviews. But local media outlets were another story. Local news stations don't often get the opportunity to interview the President of the United States. And they're far more willing to agree to ground rules, such as establishing what topics could be discussed or what questions could be asked. Obama was clearly more comfortable when he could dictate the terms of an interview. And by August 2012, Obama had done 58 local media interviews, but only 8 national media interviews. Even though the national media was with him. What else? The Constitution protects freedom of the press because a free press is a check on the power of our elected leaders. Obama didn't want this check, not on his watch, and made many efforts to rein it in. Early in his second term, Obama's, remember this, FCC proposed a new program that would have put FCC agents in media newsrooms, quote, to determine how stories were selected, whether there was bias in reporting, and whether critical information needs were being met. I'm quoting, these monitors would be placed not only in broadcast newsrooms, but also print media outlets that the FCC had no regulatory authority over. Because the FCC controls licensing of broadcast media, these monitors would have been effective intimidation tools, a constant reminder to the media that if the government didn't like what you were saying, your license to broadcast could be revoked. Now, who knows what would have happened had it not been for FCC Commissioner Ajit Pai, now chairman under Trump, who exposed the existence of the proposed program in 2014, causing outrage, including by me, on this program. So there had to be scrapped. Now that was fascistic. Did the media go nuts over that? No. Did the usual professors go nuts over that? No. Were the usual Democrats in Congress in front of the microphones and the Klieg lights complaining about our fascistic president? No. What else did Obama do? Well, after trying to blame Republicans for so-called sequestration budget cuts, Obama was less than thrilled when Bob Woodward wrote a book, The Price of Politics, and in an early 2013 opinion piece in the Washington Post that automatic spending cuts had been actually proposed by the White House and personally approved and signed into law by Obama. Less than a week after the piece ran, Woodward revealed that a senior White House official warned him he would regret calling Obama out for his role in the sequester. After Woodward revealed his experience, other journalists came forward with similar. Ron Fournier, the former editor-in-chief of the National Journal, said of the Obama administration, quote, I received several emails and telephone calls from this White House official filled with vulgarity, abusive language, and virtually the same phrase that Woodward called a veiled threat. Lanny Davis, Bill Clinton's longtime advisor and now lawyer to Michael Cohen, also came forward with claims he had received similar threats for unflattering pieces he wrote about Obama in the Washington Times. Liberal journalist Jonathan Alter said he'd been subjected to abusive treatment from the Obama administration for writing something they didn't like. There's a kind of threatening tone that from time to time, not all the time, comes out of these guys, he said. A young female reporter was called crude names in an email for merely asking important questions of an Obama cabinet secretary. What about this, Chuck Todd? I want to ask you about this, but you won't come on my program. Must be too busy. Spying on the media. If threatening journalists for asking tough questions and writing unflattering articles isn't bad enough, all I can say is it gets worse. The Obama administration actually spied on the media. Oh, yeah.
Less than 6 months into Obama's second term, we learned that his Justice Department secretly obtained 2 months of phone records of AP reporters and editors. What was the Obama administration after? They wouldn't say. But Gary Pruitt, the president and CEO of the Associated